Let's face it, New Year's resolutions suck. Stop doing them. Here's what to do instead. I'm going to give you my top 5 tips to actually achieving your goals this year. Come close. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Stick with me. So it's a new year. You're used to that new year, new me BS. Most people set New Year's resolutions and never achieve them. So here's what happens. Most people set a goal like lose weight or quit smoking, something you want to accomplish, usually something you want to give up or change about yourself. And you start the new year with all this energy and all this, yeah, I'm going to get this done and I'm going to do this. And you go so super hard, and maybe you're working out every day to lose that 10 pounds, or you're really trying to put down those cigarettes or cut back. But then a week goes by and another week, and suddenly you find yourself completely burned out and wondering why you even tried to accomplish such a hard goal in the first place. You're not alone. And I've been there, right where you are. I set a goal to quit smoking so many times. I smoked cigarettes for 10 years. And for at least 5 of those years, I would say my New Year's resolution is to quit smoking. And every year that was at the top of my list. And every year I failed at it. It wasn't until I really made the decision to quit that it actually happened for me. And when it happened, I didn't have a choice. I found out I was pregnant and it was a no-brainer. I literally broke all my cigarettes and threw them right down the toilet and flushed them, and haven't had a cigarette since. It wasn't something that I had to try to do or work at doing. I was just like, oh, okay, this is what needs to happen, and it was done. But that's really not a typical situation for most people. So here's what to do instead. This is my book of plans, my book of goals. Instead of making flimsy New Year's resolutions that aren't going to be followed through and forgotten about within the first month of the year, what I do instead is I set 90-day goal plans, and I set 4 of them throughout the year. This is my book of plans. This is where I write down my goals and I set my 90-day goal plan. Now you're probably saying to yourself, what's a 90-day goal plan? A 90-day goal plan is where you set goals to accomplish within 90 days, 3 months, right? So instead of looking at a whole year and saying, here's what I want to do this year, this is my New Year's resolution, instead, make plans. Intention and energy is everything. By focusing on what you truly want, how that feels, how you're going to look, how it's going to be once you actually achieve that goal, and visualizing it, seeing it in your mind's eye, feeling it in your heart of hearts, and feeling what it feels like once you actually accomplish that goal is a great place to start with your intentions. Once you have that vibe set for your 90-day goal plan, you're ready to rock. Break down this plan into daily actionable steps, weekly goals, and next thing you know, you'll be knocking out goals every month. Here's what I do. Get yourself a notebook. I have several of them for different reasons, but this one I use to put all my goals that I accomplish in. I've had this particular one for about 3 years now, and I've gone through it every year, filling out the sheets. So, got your fun stickers to keep you motivated, and this, you can get this one from Five and Below. You can even go to the dollar store and just get a plain composition notebook. It doesn't have to be all fancy schmancy for it to work. And the fun stickers just keep things interesting and pretty, which is always motivating. So here's what's inside my 90-day goal plan book. It's broken down into months here. See, all these months. And every single month, I go inside and it's like a big to-do list. And I write down all of my goals. So I'll go in here, open up to the page of the month, and I'll start writing down my goals for the month. Now you can start with as little as 1 goal, 3 goals, 5 goals. It doesn't have to be a lot. Take those goals, write them down. I put little check mark boxes next to mine so I can check it off when I'm done. And what I do is every day I take a step towards that goal. If you want to build a castle, want to build an empire, that's great. But the foundation starts with one brick at a time. One step a day towards your goal is going to make all the difference in you actually achieving your goals. By making your dreams come true means that you have to be actively working on them. Now, I'm a firm believer in manifestation. I'm a firm believer in the law of attraction and attracting what you want into your life. But you really do have to put the intention and the energy out there to the universe for that to happen. And I've done this before where I'll go hard and be smashing through my goals, but I'm going so hard that I end up burning out. You don't want to do that. Be action orientated, but learn to give yourself grace. Learn to give yourself that time to rest. Maybe it's on those Sundays, the lazy Sunday day where you just relax and decompress, because you need time to actually let those things settle in. For example, if I wanted to complete a, let's say, 20-page business plan this month, and that was my goal, here's what I would do. I would break that down into sections. I'm not going to just go and do all 20 pages in one day, but maybe my goal will be writing a page a day. That's 20 days of a goal setting right there. Working on one thing at a time. I really love this example of how does a person eat a whole entire elephant? How does somebody even tackle something that huge, that big? Seems impossible, right? But you know how it's done? One bite at a time. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Just one thing at a time. Just do one thing to take a step towards your goal every single day. And before you know it, you'll be checking that goal off your list. And when you look at your week, maybe you've got a couple things checked off. And then once you look at the month, you'll see that you actually achieved that goal that you were working so hard at daily, weekly. But what I want you to do this year is to work smarter, not harder. By using this simple 90-day strategy, I've completed hundreds of goals in this book. This is my goal mine right here, because anything that I am still working on, I can always go back and look over. I can always go back and see what goals did I accomplish and which ones I want to still work on and which ones maybe I'm ready to let go of. It's such a great resource to have a tool like this that you can reflect on. And another thing that I do at the end of every year, which actually you should do this every couple months, make a victory list. Celebrate those wins. So many times we do something and we're just like, okay, it's done. No, take time and celebrate what you've accomplished. And as an Aries, I am very action orientated, very ambitious, very gung-ho, get her done type of energy. And that definitely has taught me a lot of lessons with self-care and knowing when to give it a rest. Using this strategy, I've accomplished more goals than I ever did setting New Year's resolutions. And anything that for some reason I didn't get around to during that 90-day plan or that month, guess what? I just roll it over to the next one. And I've used this strategy for goals in all areas of my life, from fitness goals to health goals to building my business in bite-sized steps. I've used this to work on travel goals, and I've accomplished so much using this strategy. The 90-day goal plan is where it's at. Stop making New Year's resolutions. They don't work. Here's what to do instead. Here's my 5 tips on what to do to complete your goals. Number 1, set your intention. Number 2, make a 90-day goal plan. Number 3, take action steps towards that plan every day and every week, and look at all you've accomplished for the month. Number 4, take time for self-care, relaxation, and rejuvenation. And step 5, celebrate those wins. Look at all you've accomplished. Use this strategy and watch your dreams come to life.